talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. The she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. But first, in the video description, if you check out any video description, I have hats, I have cups, I have loans, I got trips all over Iraq. Every bit of information that any postal worker needs is in the video description, right down to the days you need off for the year, how many times you have off for the year, how many vacation days, how many days you have to work in order to get timed off, earn time off, etc. It's all in there. The phone number, the TSP, it's in there. All the stuff that applies to what you may need in your life is in the video description. Just check that out. Now that that's out the way, part 2. Let's talk about this quickly. Let's talk about this. How did you guys like the information that was given to you by Tyler Vasseur in their monthly meeting? Because I know that everybody here wants to know what's going on with your pay. And obviously, all of you have watched the meeting, or you were able to get into the meeting and talk to all the shop stewards that were there, right? No, you didn't. You go on YouTube and you ask people like me that's never carried mail. You ask people like Angry Mailman and Nick, what's going on with the. Well, you had your opportunity to go in there and talk to actual shop stewards that were on your side. Every one of them that were on there, they were on your side. And you could ask every question, any question that you wanted, but you was too busy. You were too. I am not a carrier, but I watched. I listened to questions. They had a lot of information. I tell you this so you can go back and watch the video, because I did leave a link to their video in my community page. So please watch the video, because a lot of questions were answered. You want to know what's going on with your union? Talk to them. Talk to them. You had the opportunity to listen to everything that they had to say. Get involved with it. But you were too busy for your own money. That makes sense to me. Let's talk. And don't get mad at me. That's why I don't watch JH. Come on. Your money, your money. When I need information, you know what I do? I call my shop steward. If he don't have it, I'm gonna call another shop steward. If he don't have, I'm gonna ask questions. You just wanna sit back and collect it. Get involved. Man, the issue here at the post office, management using threats of discipline as means to enforce policies and regulations at USPS is indeed a complex one. It's a situation that can create tension and a sense of stalemate between management and employees. Here's some notes on the problem. Now, before we get into that, me, personally, I don't like that whole concept where management has been taught. They've been trained. Yes, they have been trained. My man, the postmaster, I don't care what they tell you. I've listened to the meetings. If they don't do this, discipline. If they don't do that, discipline. You know, when you talk about disciplining somebody, you tell a child that this is what this is called, discipline. They utilize that word discipline. It blows my mind. Administering the threat of discipline in the workplace has several negative effects, both on employees and the organization as a whole. I don't know who's training them from top. Oh, that's right, former carriers. Here are some reasons why it may be considered a bad practice. Employee morale. Disciplinary actions can lead to a decrease in employee morale. When employees are afraid of being punished, they may not feel valued or respected. Any of you feel that way? Which can reduce their motivation and commitment to USPS. We know this. A lot of them say, man, I don't even feel like going to work because this whole discipline. Workplace harmony. We don't even know what that's like. It used to be that way. Early 90s, late 80s. Not like that now. Harsh disciplinary measures can disrupt workplace harmony. It can create an environment of fear and mistrust where employees are more concerned about avoiding punishment than collaborating and innovating. I know at one of my people's places, they talk about no headphones, no music, no this, no that. The piss poor carrier from before that got walked out, should have got arrested. No headphones. Take away the harmony. Reputation. Loyalty. The threat of discipline can undermine employee loyalty. Employees who feel they are treated unfairly are less likely to be loyal to their employer, which can impact long-term retention. Loyalty. These people tell you that this place is your home, that I run you. I've heard some of your stories talking about I own you. Who you talking to? Who are you talking to? Who put that manager in charge? I run you. You're my. Yo, I wish one of them would have said that to me. It would have turned out ugly. And I hope there's some supervisors that are watching me that have let that slip out their mouth. Watch your mouth. Because the day one of those employees retaliate on you, you're going to cry, oh, I don't know why they did that. These employees break because of the foolishness. This all came up because of that one person that was walking around in the street that was frustrated. I showed you the video. And he's sitting there and he's talking to himself because he's probably, and I've been in a situation like that. I'm sitting there like, this motherfucker, I can't believe this. And I'm walking around frustrated, trying not to do nothing to nobody. But now this man got tased, he's on the floor. They claim he was, oh my God, irracial. But listen, all of that triggered this because of the way management talks to people. Discipline. Productivity. Fear of discipline can stifle creativity and risk-taking, which are often necessary for innovation and improvement. This can ultimately lead to a decrease in overall productivity. In situations where you know that there's a situation or a task at hand and the way that they tell you to do it is not working. A lot of employees do things their way and get the job done safely. They say, you know what? There's no way that I can do this way. So let me, for instance, I'm not saying it's correct, but you'll see that at a plant, they'll have a forklift driver. Instead of him bringing out one pallet at a time, he'll line up 4 or 5 and he'll push it. Is that correct? No. But he does get the job done? Yes. That's just creativity. He gets the job done, so long as he's doing it safely. But do you think that if they constantly have somebody badgering them, that they're gonna go out their way to do something extra? Nope. They're gonna go pick one up at a time and go at the slow pace. That's what happens by the managements, the way they manage. Employee morale goes out the window. Reputation. Employers who are known for strict disciplinary practices may develop a reputation as a difficult place to work. This can make it harder to attract and retain top talent. Check this out. Has anybody ever been on Reddit and looked up USPS employment? I know you have. Do you see anybody on there talk about this place in a good light? Nope. I talk about it in a good light, but I'm one person. But does anybody else? They've had the most disgusting interactions from other supervisors. Supervisors get it from other supervisors. Managers get it from their postmaster all the way down. The interactions, the morale is horrific because of the workplace. Change the culture. The culture is disgusting. And who does that culture come from? It comes from the top all the way down. If they don't do this, discipline. If they don't do that, discipline. If they don't do this, discipline. And you know what boggles my head is because I hear it. I listen to some of those telecoms and I hear them. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know how this person that's never carried mail can tell somebody trickling down, This is what needs to be done, or discipline. I don't know how somebody sitting up top that's never driven a tractor trailer tell them, hey, this is what needs to be done, or discipline. I don't know how somebody sitting up top that's never clerked before tell them, hey, if they don't get in and out of that window in time and they have these customers coming in and out in time, discipline. How? But that's just the reputation that we have here. But here it is. Management's perspective. Managers are responsible for ensuring the operations run smoothly and efficiently. They resort to disciplinary threats to maintain order and compliance with USPS policies. The Employee and Labor Relations Manual, ELM, outlines the responsibilities and expectations for both management and employees, which includes adherence to rules and the potential for disciplinary actions if those rules are broken. Hey, this person keeps doing 2-3 clicks over, this is what's going to happen. But from the employee's perspective, employees, especially those with union protection, have certain rights and safeguards against unjust discipline. The APWU provides a summary of the collective bargaining agreement, which includes job security protections and procedures for handling grievances. Unionized employees can rely on their union representation to challenge disciplinary actions that they deem unfair or unfounded. Now, in order to resolve the stalemate, because management is trying to get the job done, a lot of employees feel like they're treated unfairly. There's always the teacher's pet, and then you got the snitches, and the snitches get stitches, but we're not going to get into that. That's another day. The National Labor Relations Board outlines the rights and obligations of the employers and unions, including the ability to enter into a union security agreement and the processes for dispute resolution. Here's one y'all ain't know. USPS has programs like Redress, which stands for Resolve Employment Disputes, Reach Equitable Solutions Swiftly. Learned you something. Offering alternative dispute resolution mediation programs to address conflict. In conclusion, both management and employees benefit from clear communication. Problem is, a lot of management don't know how to communicate. Fuck it. A lot of employees don't know how to communicate either. They walk up to management and talk to them like shit. When I first got to the post office, I walked into a station. I saw this carrier just badgering the supervisor. Man, blah, 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 blah. Take it through the keys on the desk. You can deliver the mail. And walked out. And I was like, oh shit, this guy going to jail. Managers just sat there dumbfounded. So it falls on both sides. Understanding of each other's perspectives and the rules governing their relationship. It's important for USPS to foster a work environment where issues can be resolved through dialogue and established procedures rather than threats of discipline. Here's my thing. Every single manager that's there, except for a measly 1%, have been craft employees. Stop promoting trash. At the end of the day, there should be a qualification, not that bullshit that they have to talk to some of their own people and get promoted from. It's bullshit. At the end of the day, it's bullshit. Half of them are not qualified. They need an outside source to come in and take some of the people that we have working in here and use a skilled test to see if they're mentally fit to be managerial material. They need to go through a course and get certified by an outside source in order to be in that position. Because when you become a manager, it's not an easy task. Understand that. They're gonna deal with a lot of me, because I give managers the shit. And they're gonna deal a lot with you. And they gotta deal with the unions. There should be a course on how to talk to people. Because of the fact that they make more money, that's the responsibility that they took on. And they go through these, what do they call them? The hero trainings online. That's a bunch of bullsugar. It really is. Because I've seen a lot of them. I have the access to it because I have to deal with stuff like that. And I have to train some of these managers to drive y'all LLVs. And I'll go in there and look at all the The things that they tell you guys, the heat stress and all this other foolishness, and all of theirs is they don't complete them. And if they do complete them, they're doing them online. Are they really getting the training that they need? Their training tells them how to interact to get the job done. That's it. There's no psychological talk to them. They have none. They're not trained with empathy. They're not trained with one-on-ones. They're trained just to get the job done. Managers have to do better. The post office has to do better. Hell, the employees need to do better. Every one of you need to do better because all those managers were you. And I'm going to keep saying it was you. It's you, and you. And for the ones that say, Jay, stop saying they were us, it is you. 99% of the managers here were craft employees. It's you that moved up. It's your coworkers that moved up. It's you. So if you feel like you are good enough and empathetic enough to be a manager, a supervisor, somebody that can take that responsibility on, grab the bull by the horns and make it work, then step your ass up and do something about it. Change starts with one. Then the trickle effect happens. Look at Tyler Vasor. It started with one. It's going nationwide. Step up or sit there and take the bullshit. This is JH. And I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.